Alright, what is up everybody? We are doing another gun video. So this one's kind of different. I just hiked down here with this gun case on my back and the camera in my hand. I keep this table and this chair down here on the bottom of the property. I normally have a target set up 100 yards from where we're standing, but it's super muddy. It's spring, it's run off, the pond's actually a little over full, so it's just super muddy. And so we're not going to be really focusing on accuracy of this gun. What we're going to focus on is if it works again. This is a Henry 357 lever action. It's got the big loop, has the side gate, has an octagon barrel. I wanted this gun. When I turned 21, I went and bought a 357 single action revolver. I love the cowboy guns. Love the cowboy actions. I have a 30-30 lever action, but I always wanted a 357 lever action to go with my 357 pistol. I bought this about a year ago. I used it for a couple of months, shot it a lot, really enjoyed it. Came right down here and was sighting it in. I was actually going to try to use this on a bear hunt. I had a bear tag and was going to take this with me, and I shot a couple 158 grain, just kind of regular standard 357 bullets. Was checking where it was sighted in, and then I was getting ready to put I have some bear loads I was getting ready to put in this, and I just decided I was just going to empty the magazine just as fast as I could. Well, I short stroked it a little ways and it didn't eject the old shell, but it was trying to load the next one. And I was just trying to run the gun really fast, and I jammed it, and I actually broke the feed ramp inside the gun. It quit popping up and feeding the next round up in, which I don't know if you can see, and it's really bright outside, so it's hard for me to tell what you can see inside of there. There's a little feed ramp that should pop up, feed your next round in. I broke that somehow, but between the two shells getting jammed in there. That would have been about August, and I had the idea of fixing it myself, looking at a local gunsmith to fix it, something along those lines, and I wasn't really having any luck finding even like YouTube videos how to fix it. I wasn't finding anybody local that really sorry, my Leatherman's like twisted. There we go. Anyone local that was like a lever gun, specialist. And Henry has manufacturer's warranty. So after waiting for a couple months, I contacted them, and they were like, yep, totally under warranty. They were going to send me all the information, shipping label, everything. They sent it. I kind of forgot about it. It was moving into like the Thanksgiving time frame, Christmas time frame. It just kind of fell off my radar. 2 months later, it was February, middle of February, I realized I hadn't shipped it off yet. Or no, I guess it would have been January. I realized I hadn't shipped off, but then I couldn't find anything to fit it in. They don't want you to ship it in a gun box. They don't want you to ship it in a gun case, even a soft case. So it took me a couple weeks to get a box figured out. We kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, and so I shipped it out. They actually had it fixed and shipped back really quick. It's March 24th, and I've already got it back, so I don't even think it was a full month from the time I shipped it out till I got it back. But I have not shot this gun yet. It literally showed up about 15 minutes ago. I signed for this gun at my house, grabbed ammo, grabbed the gun, threw it in the gun case, grabbed the tripod and the camera, and walked down here. So first and foremost, it is, of course, a good looking gun. I just love the looks of these. I have a Golden Boy 22 as well, and I wanted the 357. There's not a lot of companies making 357 right now. It is the shorter barrel. It is a big loop, because I want to, again, if I'm going out on the horses or whatever, this is what I plan to start taking with. I want something if I'm wearing gloves, whatever. I do not have the arm length to do a swing on this with this barrel length. I don't remember what it was. it does shoot the 38 special. I didn't have any 38 special at the house. We're gonna shoot 357 out of it. It does have the side gate, which was one thing I really wanted. I wanted the big loop, and I wanted the octagon barrel for the looks. It's really exactly what I was after. I did not really have to give up any of my wants on this, and we're just hoping it lasts and stays working. I forgot to grab my regular earplugs, or my earmuffs, so we're gonna use regular old earplugs. I don't use these very often, and it always, when they expand, it always feels weird in my ears because I'm used to just wearing muffs. So this gun does have magazine tube as well as the side gate, so you can go ahead and load through the top. If you take the tube all the way out, you can just drop straight down in. Well, except for it fell out. So there's a hole right here that you feed them through normally, and you can leave the magazine tube. But I've found it's a little hard to keep the magazine tube out of the way and load these bigger rounds. With the 22 Golden Boy, it's not a big deal. But I found, obviously, if you hold the gun so that the cutout is facing up, it's actually pretty easy to just reach up, just drop them straight in here, versus trying to line your brass up just right to get it in there. Again, you guys are gonna see the first shot out of this gun since it came back, but I want to make sure it works. Now that I've got it back, if I could quit dropping stuff here. Again, we're not really worried about accuracy, we're just gonna make sure the gun runs. So we're full there, so that is 10, I believe is what it holds. Yeah, so it holds 10 in the tube here. Again, pretty simple to just pull that whole tube out. So we have not actually actuated this yet. We're gonna make sure we're somewhat in the camera here and figure out what we're gonna shoot at. Since my target fell down, I don't want to go get all muddy. Oh yeah, I mean, we're still fairly on, so we're having trouble ejecting already. Yep, we've already got a failure here. So this is kind of already starting to be not great and a little worrisome for this gun overall. So we pulled, first off, that is open. Then just let everything fall out of here. We're gonna see if we can show what's going on here. Man, I don't know if you can see that. I've got a flashlight here. Let's see if we can get some light inside there. So I don't know if you can see, but what we've got going on, like I said, it's really bright, so it's hard for me to see. But it basically did the exact same thing. Which makes me wonder if this is what happened to begin with, and it wasn't even I short stroked it, but it is actually, before I had even ejected the shell, the next shell was coming in, so they were actually stuck riding on each other, and now that shell is stuck on the feed tray, but it hasn't come all the way into the feed tray to actually cycle the gun. So now this is where last time I jammed this, was just trying to shoot quick, and I broke that feed tray. And I can tell you right now, this is plenty tight. I don't want to jam this like I did last time, but this is obviously raising some concerns right off the get-go, which is sad because I'm extremely excited for this gun. So right here is the reason you always carry a Leatherman. So what we're going to do, we're going to just try to get on the base of that brass, slide it back in all the way onto that feed tray, and see what happens. I had no clue this is how this video was going to go. In fact, I was really hopeful to come down here, say the gun's fixed, run through it a bunch, be nice and excited about my gun, and instead we're playing gunsmith. Now, one thing I will say, I know this gun is going to be a work gun if it functions correctly. I'm not planning to baby this gun in any way, and I'm going to pull one of these earplugs here because I don't know if I'm yelling at you guys or not, so I apologize if I have been. But I'm not too worried about scratching this gun up right now, mainly because it's already scratched to hell. But I am obviously not excited about this situation. We're already jammed, and quite honestly, I don't really know the right way to go about trying to... I thought maybe if I could feed the bullet all the way into the action, you know, it would pop out with the tension on there, but it's in such a bind between that feed tray, and I'll be honest, I don't remember if it's called a feed tray. That's the word that popped in my head as soon as I walked down here. I do believe there's a different term for that. It might be like the bolt, you know, yeah, I want to say feed tray, magazine tray, something along those lines. But what we've got is a jammed bullet. Again, I don't know if you guys can see this, and I'm really hoping you can, because it's just too bright outside for me to see the camera screen good enough. But right down inside of here, in case, yeah, I don't know if you can see that. So, but what we've got right now is a 10-minute video, and who knows, maybe a 45-minute repair to work on here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is shut this video off so I can sit down. Again, I have a chair, I have a table here. Sit down, look at this, see if I can figure out a way to get this to feed either into the gun or slide up into the magazine tube, which I don't, from the look of it, the way that feed ramp is sitting, I don't think I can go up. I think it's going to have to come in, and then we're going to have to try this all over again. So I'm going to put some time into this gun before I do another video, but unfortunately, Henry, I'm going to have to say I'm not super impressed. Again, I'm not going to talk bad on their warranty turnaround time. It took me a long time to get the gun to them. They got the gun back to me quick, but I was not able to even get 2 rounds out of this gun. So a little worrisome, a little concerned. So we're gonna go ahead and tear this gun, or well, try and get this out as good as I can with what I've got down here, and we'll shut this video off and revisit this another time, guys. Sorry this video is getting cut so short, but it is what it is. I've mentioned before, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Everything I do say is based off my opinion, and I'm not going to lie to anybody about it, because my name's on it. You're going to hear my honest opinion. I had my hopes up for this, and right now I'm not feeling so hot about it. So we'll shut this off, come back to this another day. Honestly, I probably will run 100+ rounds through this gun, and I mean just running it, not sighting it in, not taking my time, just run this gun hard before I do another video, because I'm just super unimpressed at the moment. So I didn't have hardly any problems with this gun. I had no problems with this gun until I broke it, and now here we are, first shot's failure. So talk to you guys in a little while.